After a mutual elimination, a roper's reveal that shakes up his ladies, and 2 different contestants wearing onesies to do farm work, I had to ask, who cast this? During another episode of Farmer Wants a Wife. Also in another recap corner. I'm Lizzie Frizzle, let's talk about some TV!
Alright, let's go.
Season 2, episode 4 is called You Need to Step Up Your Flirting Game, and we see just how dire things are during the farmer's next solo dates. In Florida, on the series' cheapest date yet, and that's saying something, Farmer Nathan brings Rachel to his favorite sitting spot, to sit. There's a cooler, but I don't think they ever even open it, though that might be because their date is so short. Last episode, Rachel revealed she just wasn't that into Nathan. Then he made her laugh, and she thought maybe she did like him, so he invited her on his next solo date to figure out their feelings for sure. Turns out, Rachel was right the first time, because as Nathan asks the hard questions,
where do you see yourself in 5 years? Are you ready for kids? Are you ready for marriage?
It becomes clear that the two are completely incompatible. He wants kids soon, she doesn't for a while. Rachel plans to see the world, a goal she says she won't give up for anyone. But it's difficult for Nathan to find travel time in between running an 800-acre citrus and cattle farm. The two agree that they're trying to force a connection, and wanderlust Rachel goes home, satisfied with her short stint on the show.
This experience has probably made me a way better person.
As she exits, Rachel urges Nathan to step up his flirting game for his remaining 3 contestants. Advice so important, it became the episode's title. Though Nathan looks uncomfortable in the moment, ultimately he does take Rachel's wisdom to heart and even tells the other women about it later. Still, this whole date could have been an email, or at the very least, not an entire solo date. Why was Rachel even cast on this show? And why did she want to be on it? Does she have a fantasy where a farmer sells his farm to travel with her? Was Florida the first place she wanted to go in her trip around the world? Of the 32 women who were initially cast, I doubt more than 3 of them were truly serious about marrying a farmer and moving to his farm in the middle of nowhere. But Rachel couldn't even fake it. Her appearance is a new level of bad casting, as is Amy's appearance. In Missouri, she and Farmer Ty go to Lambert's Cafe, a chain restaurant known for its huge portions and its staff. They throw rolls at the customers.
Right here, come on.
I'm a first timer.
Yes.
Oh, it's nice and hot.
As Amy eats a pile of lettuce and fixins on top of a pizza crust that the menu calls a salad, she explains that she's been single for 2 years because it's difficult to find someone at her age, 38, who wants to start a family. But it doesn't seem like Ty wants to either. With his daughter Lennon off to college in 6 years, he's hesitant to start over with a newborn in his mid-40s. Amy is surprised and saddened to learn that Ty doesn't want kids, a phrase she repeats enough times to make me a little uncomfortable because it unintentionally erases the kid he already has. Later, Amy relays the reveal to Ty's other contestants, some of whom are as surprised as she was.
He's not sure if he would have children, and I was direct with him and I said, you know that? Yeah.
But Megan thinks for the right woman, her, he would change his mind. How did Ty get matched up with a bunch of ladies who want babies if he doesn't want any more kids? Aren't there women in his age range who want to be on reality TV and not have more children? And isn't finding them what the casting process is for? The other 2 solo dates are more successful. First, in Tennessee, Farmer Mitchell takes Kate to a 2-step class.
Back, back, back.
Yeah, I felt like Kate was really natural with the 2-step.
Then later, at the adjoining bar, he drags her chair closer to his to ask the same tough questions Farmer Nathan did.
Where do you see yourself in like 10 years?
By the end of the date, Kate tells Mitchell that she likes him and notices that her usual anxiety and reservedness are gone. That's probably because of the alcohol, but it could be because of her connection with Mitchell too, I guess. Finally, in Colorado, Brandon hopes to cuss and discuss with Grace as they eat charcuterie in the back of a pickup truck.
I'm hoping that we can cuss and discuss where she's from and how she feels about the farm.
So, let's talk about cuss and discuss. I like it as a saying, rhyming is fun, but I'd never heard it before. When I googled the phrase, I found 4 different abandoned podcasts and not much else. Is it a regional expression? Brandon and Grace's date is a success.
Vibe check was good.
They laugh a lot. He feeds her grapes like she's a cartoon pharaoh. She says her whole family might be willing to move closer to Brandon's farm. And when they kiss, he calls it a good, genuine, real connection kiss. It kind of feels like a dig at the way Reba angled for her kiss earlier this season.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Kiss me once if you're okay. Kiss me twice if you're not okay.
The next day, it's time for the contestants to take on more farm work. In Florida, Nathan hopes to see his contestants' maternal instincts by showing them a box of baby chicks.
Yeah, I want to see the nurturing side of y'all, because obviously I want kids one day. I want to see how those motherly instincts kick in, as Taylor already dropped one on the ground.
Later, they clear the overgrowth out of an abandoned chicken coop. Screw continuity. Can someone please give Nathan a dry shirt? Taylor, who finally gets screen time now that there are only 3 contestants left, tells Nathan that she wants to adopt because her stepdad adopted her when he married her mom. Nathan's not particularly enthusiastic about the idea.
I would definitely consider doing that one day.
But it's better than Rachel's plan for having kids, so he'll take it. In Tennessee, Mitchell's contestants prepare a barn for his first horse, Pepper. As the women work, we learn that Melanie might be in trouble come Mitchell's next elimination.
I didn't get a lot of the time really with Melanie yet. I don't know if she will be the right fit because I know she does bottle service where she lives now. You'll get it. Hit the base up. What would she do if she lived with me on the farm?
I was made to be on a farm. I am a bottle service girl in a big city. Watch out, no. But I grew up in Kansas.
Melanie hopes that she's at least invited on a solo date so Mitchell can get to know her before he decides to send her home, all but guaranteeing that she won't be. In Colorado, Brandon's contestants clean a huge piece of farming equipment he calls a potato windrower, but I'm gonna call it a tractor because that's shorter and easier to say, and because it's attached to a tractor. With all 5 ladies still living on his farm, Brandon knows that his first elimination is imminent, and that it's between either Annalise or Brooklyn. It doesn't feel that close, though, because while debating, Brandon calls Annalise funny, sweet, and kind, and he calls Brooklyn a little dramatic. At the same time, Brooklyn is the only woman willing to crawl underneath the tractor to clean it, and the only woman willing to unsuccessfully use a stick as a hair tie when she forgot one. In Missouri, Ty's 4 remaining ladies meet his 12-year-old daughter, Lennon. I did not expect Lennon to meet this many of Ty's contestants. I thought she'd only meet a couple of the strangers her dad was simultaneously dating, not a whole 4. But she seems to have fun leading the women through a barrel racing course. She has an especially good time with Megan, who benefits from her job as a middle school teacher and a lucky coincidence.
You're 6th grade?
Yeah.
I was trying to be a 6th grade science teacher, but they didn't have a position.
I want to be a 6th grade science teacher.
There we go.
Later, Lennon unsurprisingly tells Ty that Megan is her favorite. Then Ty tells Megan what Lennon said.
So do you have any suggestions?
Megan, definitely, yeah. I'm really not trying to choose favorites, but I love Megan. Like she's so cool.
I know Ty likes Brooke and Melody, but that's gotta make Megan his front runner, right? For now, we don't know, because that night, Ty doesn't eliminate anyone, even though Amy looks like she wants to quit. Mitchell doesn't eliminate anyone either, because Brandon still has 5 contestants left. On his farm in Colorado, they eat dinner seated at the table with the safe women on one side and the women he might eliminate on the other. When Brandon invites Annalise to talk privately, it seems like she might be out after all, until he asks her a question.
Mom, Dad, have you told them you're a farm girl from Colorado now?
Well, my mom's not with me. I don't know if I had this talk with you.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, she passed away in 2014 to cancer, so...
Brandon eliminates Brooklyn. She leaves the same way she did farm work, according to him, a little dramatically.
It is sad. I really did like him. I saw myself with him. I thought that I was like the perfect match for him, honestly.
I'm glad Annalise stayed because she's barely had any screen time yet. Somehow even less than Brooklyn, who also hardly got any. But judging by Brooklyn's outgoing personality, her tearful exit, and her bitter tweets about the show, if this account is really her, she's got great reality TV energy. Since she wants a perfect match so much, maybe she can get on the next season of Are You the One? Until then, she'll just have to press on. Finally, in Florida, instead of an elimination dinner, Nathan and his contestants have a pool party, because if there's a way to put 20-something women in bathing suits, a reality TV producer will find it. Can Nathan learn to flirt before it's too late? Will Melanie get more attention from Mitchell? How many times will Reba make this same joke?
How are we doing? Are we eligible for rehire?
Yeah, I think so. I think it went really good today.
We're eligible for rehire?
We don't know yet. Find out next week in another Farmer Wants a Wife recap. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, if you're so inclined, please like and subscribe. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.